run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
This one complete to Scott Miller.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They'll run forward with Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Howell, third and goal.
This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
One more time.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Alex Arma, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They throw it out right complete, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're going to pick your backs and receivers on it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
A They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
And Owen coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about that when the so-called little guys putting the pressure on? That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he's met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there.
Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Howell.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Off play action. It's Howell. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Thank you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A 1st down carry for Henry.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Tariq Castro-Fields in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception. And it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on second and long. Howell. His throw incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
2nd and 3. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chris Moore from 3 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. look to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.